Hello and welcome back, YouTube. So, I'm being awfully damn lucky. My car started back up. The gas gauge looks like I'm pretty good to go to get down to MLS. Now, after I leave MLS, I'm not going to be as stressed about pulling into a gas pump and it maybe not starting up, but. Because I don't have any place to have to be after MLS. After that, I'm just going home, going to sleep. However, oh, he's walking a little tiny dog. I get those dogs walked before it gets too hot for them to even walk outside. Be pretty soon. Ooh, nice. Woman jogging with the dog was pretty hot. So let's see, what time is it? 7:42. Yeah, I'm good to go. I got plenty of time to get to. Plenty of time to get to the Hertz part of the rental car center on time. Hey pig, hey piggy pig, 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 pig. I think now it's time to swig a little bit of Mountain Dew. Make sure I'm awake. Making for a really long work day today, but at this point, shockingly, I'm a lot happier working at HelloFresh delivery than I am at Domino's. Did I mention Frank came by the store? Can't recall if it was yesterday or the day before. Like, I recognized him, but I didn't realize who he was until after he left. It's like I know that guy, and it was like, and I felt like such a tool. I didn't even like say hi to him or nothing, because he was just so exceptionally friendly through the whole interview process, and every time I texted him and called him. Of course, if it was yesterday, I was probably having such a bad day. Probably best I didn't talk to him. Care Transit. 602-777-7373. It's got a card number, like a cab number, 301. I wonder what the odds are of that being what discount cab has evolved into. Because it's my understanding as a company, they still exist. There just no longer is a discount cab. Which, when I started, wasn't their main brand anyway. Their main brand used to be Metro Taxi. When I started driving cab, I should say. I didn't actually work for them for a very short period of time. I was really well known in the taxi business in the mid-90s. And I pretty much just walked right in and got hired off of, like, 3 people in the building just knew who I was, and they're like, yeah, this guy's brilliant when it comes to streets and shit, like, and they put me into a pretty good dispatcher position, something that, generally speaking, one would have to work up to. And as I recall, they started me at pretty decent pay as well, and it was not long after I got out of the mental hospital in, I can't remember if it was 95 or 96, probably 95. Because I was in and out of mental hospitals in 95 and 96. I had pretty bad breakdowns both years. But I felt like I was pretty mentally stable, and I was, I thought I was ready for more challenging job, something, you know, along the lines of what I'd been doing before the breakdown. And at that point, I was taking prescribed psychiatric medications. Oh, and just for the record, for all the naysayers who are like, you need to get back on your meds. Yeah, just for those who seem to think that they're armchair psychiatrists. Especially the one that keeps trying to diagnose me as having ADD. I have several mental health diagnoses. ADD is not one of them. And I do see a psychiatrist about every 3 months through through the mental health clinic. I can never remember the name of it because it's changed names too many goddamn times. LifeWell. We're now at the Mitchell Clinic. The clinic has changed locations since I've been with them 3 times. It started on Heather Gray, and then it moved to I call it the Osborne Clinic, but it was actually on 7th Avenue, just south of Osborne. Across the street from the original Bash's store that is now a Whole Foods. And then it became the, now I'm forgetting the name of the clinic already, but the one that I've been going to for the most of the duration of this vlog. And Mitchell Clinic now for a while. And I've lost count of how many times the place has changed names. It's been LifeWell for a while, but it's just been so many other things that just my brain struggles with that. But yeah, I do see a psychiatrist there every 3 months, and I have been at her, I don't know if I should say her direction, but definitely with her blessing, without medication. It's been offered, but she hasn't told me that, I tell her what's going on, and she's like, well, you know your symptoms, you know the crisis line, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, when I was released, and I can't remember if it was in 95 or 96, but one of those days, not long after I was released, I want to say 95, not long after I was released from, trying to remember if it was County Annex both times. I know it was definitely County Annex the first time. I think it was County Annex both times. There was also an extended stay, a couple extended stays in Madison 6-3, which is the county, was, it's long since non-existent, was a mental health facility within psych ward within the Madison Street Jail, for those that were found to be in need of that sort of thing, but were incarcerated with the Maricopa County Jail. Because when I have mental breakdowns, I tend to do the sorts of things that get me arrested. Look, there's a VIP airport cab. I need to be getting in the left lane, but I need to not take the wrong exit like I did the other day. Some guy acting like he's going to whip around on the left. Oh, now he's whipping around on the right. I'm doing 40 and a 35. Like, how fast do you need to go, dude? 24th Street, Rental Car Center. This is the exit I want. I feel like this was faster and quicker than doing the... Of course, I'm not there yet, but this felt faster and quicker than doing 202 to the 10. Of course, this is Sky Harbor in the summertime. Probably not going to be the same story in about 3 months. Sky Harbor gets busy as fuck around October. And it stays that way. into the spring. I mentioned I'm shooting video on the blue phone. Yeah, I was down to just one video I had to pull off of that thing, and I was going to give it back to Allison, but yeah, it doesn't seem like she's going to have any ability to use it for a while, so I'm going to have to use this till I can get another, figure out what I'm doing about the full micro SD card that I didn't think I'd ever fill on Obama Phone 3. And there's a reason I let it get that full. I've not been deleting videos off of it like I used to when I was done editing them and stuff. And I've been thinking about archiving them all on a hard drive. Now, I don't have the available hard drive space needed to do that on my karaoke computer. In fact, it's starting to kind of run out of space too. But my plan was, and of course I got to get my money right first, because right now it's just like, yeah, way more important to, you know, pay bills and shit. But, and like rent on my storage so I don't lose all the shit I have in storage. But I was tentatively planning on, and I don't think I've mentioned this on my blog whatsoever, tentatively planning on getting a very large, and I don't know what very, it's been so long since I've looked at new hard drives, I don't know what standard sizes are at this point. It always seems to kind of jump exponentially over time. And I've been so completely out of the loop with new computers, new computer hardware, I don't know. I just don't know. Like, what I've had has been adequate. I'm from the old school of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So yeah, I haven't done any kind of upgrade or anything to my karaoke computer in many years. So that 2 terabyte drive that I got that just seemed so unbelievably huge when I got it is probably like a small size now. I just honestly do not know. But I was going to look into and see where the sweet spot is for high capacity drive before they get. There's usually a sweet spot where like the extra largest size you can get is pricey. And then, of course, the small ones just aren't a value because, you know, generally speaking, larger sizes are special. Usually there's like the next size down from the largest or the 2 sizes down from the largest. That's usually the sweet spot of where you get the most storage per dollar. So that's probably where I'm wanting to be. And I mean, it's definitely where I'm wanting to be. And I don't know how much money that's going to cost. I have no idea. It's been many, many years since I've priced hard drives. But, oh man, I still got the damn cat litter in. Yeah, I have no idea what size, but I know I want to get that. And I was thinking, not only, you know, make another external backup for my karaoke library, because I have no idea what the hell I did with my old one, which is frightening. Because if something bad happened to my karaoke computer, my karaoke would just be fucked. And then I want to back that all up again, and just do it all fresh. And then the other thing I want to do is, obviously I can't back up the entire vlog, but I want to back up most of like my source video for the vlog from that micro SD card. That's the plan. Although I might, in the interim, just probably be cheaper just buy another 256 gig or whatever I can get the best deal on micro SD card and swap them out. Anyway, like anybody cares about this shit. I gotta get inside and go to work. I'm not sure what time it is, but it's gotta be getting close. Oh yeah, it's 7:50 time. 7:55, I'm right on time. Hopefully I'll get lucky and my car will start when I come back out to it. Wish me luck with that.